Welcome back to the Pan American Center as the Aggies celebrate a victory here tonight. New Mexico State winds up going 9-0 in the WAC at home, 15-1 in this building this year. The Aggies 69, UT Arlington 66. Jeff Matthews and Glen Cerny courtside. Glenn, I know we got our money's worth tonight.
Wow, all season long. I mean, seriously, you know, I'm already waiting for the exhibition game, the beginning of end of October, 1st of November. I just can't tell you how much I've enjoyed, especially having the seats you and I have to watch this team all season long, and they're not done yet. But boy, just a lot of fun seeing Banja C hit that three-pointer for the win here tonight.
Aggies up 15 at the half. The Aggies end up having to come from behind to win this game tonight. Let's take a look at the highlights. The view from the court is brought to you by Southwestern Eye Center, and here are the highlights tonight. Casey Ross Miller, great start for New Mexico State. He had 8 points early in the game. Sim Bular was the enforcer inside for the Aggies early, and the first half just really couldn't have gone any better for New Mexico State. As Remy Berry had some big minutes in the first half for the Aggies. Seemed like everybody was getting in the act. Banja C hit from the perimeter, and UT Arlington struggled from the floor, but their leading scorer Butler got going. Banja C again in the first half with a big bucket plus the foul. And Sim Bular was sending them out of there with regularity in the first half. But in the second half, Terrell DeRuin hit a three for the Aggies as UT Arlington put on a huge push and cut a 15-point lead down and whittled away. Their leading scorer, Butler, would end up fouling out before the night was over. Daniel Mullings turned it on at a juncture in the second half when New Mexico State really needed it, and there was the assist for Mullings on the three for Banja with 3.2 seconds to play, and that gave the Aggies the lead, and they would go on to win the game 69-66. Here's a look at the final stats. UT Arlington had only given up 10 opponents to shoot 40% or better this year. Make that 11
now.
Make it
11, yeah, but again, that was down big time from the 50% that they had in the first half. Rebounds out-rebounded tonight by the Mavericks, and 4 of those blocks were by Sim Bular. And again, Arlington just, it would have been easy to mail that one in the second half, trailing by 15 at halftime. But, man, they didn't give an inch.
Take a look at individuals. New Mexico State winds up with Banja C being the leading scorer for the Aggies and for all scorers tonight. He had 19. Ross Miller with a dozen. He had 8 early on. And Daniel Mullings had 11. Butler led the way for UT Arlington with 14. And Grzecki had a big bucket, which gave UT Arlington their only lead of the game. He had 11 points. And Reeves, their big guy, Glenn, contributed 9 points tonight.
Yep. You know, Jeff, I want to thank Travis, Luke, and Chris for working with all the students all year long. You and I have not only the best seat in the house, but we get to work with some of the neatest people in the whole wide world as well, and I'm so appreciative to all of them all season long. You've got a couple baseball games to do yet.
I got one tomorrow.
To do it.
It's been such nice weather, too.
Don't say that to Luke and Chris, because the trailer's not going to be over there by tomorrow. But again, I want to thank you for picking up when I kind of disappeared quickly in the football season, and it was a thrill to come back and work with you again. So,
hey,
sir,
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Again.
I do too.
Wait, am I being gone or when I came back?
No, I enjoyed your being back.
Again, thank you.
You can't have any more fun than what we've had this season. And to watch this ball club lose just one game in this building this year, hats off to the Aggies.
And thanks to you for watching.
Absolutely. We want to thank all of the Aggie fans out there. That's going to do it for our coverage of Aggie men's basketball this season. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us throughout the year. Don't forget you can follow the Aggies run at the WAC tournament on our YouTube page. Our next telecast comes your way on April 1st when we kick off our coverage of New Mexico State baseball, when the Aggies host New Mexico. The game is at 6 p.m. Tonight's broadcast was a co-production of students and staff at New Mexico State University. We couldn't do our show without the help of the talented students on our crew, so we'd like to take this opportunity to thank and recognize them as well. On behalf of Glen Cerny, I'm Jeff Matthews, thanking you for watching tonight. Once again, the New Mexico State Aggies defeat the UT Arlington Mavericks by a final score of 69-66. Good night from Las Cruces.